Natalie Rasperger, and I'm going to be talking about self-defense classes at Baylor. Now, when you think of self-defense classes, what do you immediately think of? Now, I used to think that it was all about physical contact and punching somebody in the gut to get away from them. But actually, self-defense classes help individuals prevent assaults. According to Model Mugging, a predominant self-defense course, over 98% of their graduates report never experiencing assault after completing their course, and further, 80% of those who were threatened with assault successfully de-escalated the situation without any physical confrontation. Now, you're wondering, how does this apply to me? Like many people do. Now, as a college student, I'm aware that according to 2023's article of American Psychological Association, campus sexual assaults make up the greatest portion of total on-campus crimes in the United States, resulting in approximately 8 forcible sex offenses per 10,000 students. It's a very scary number as a college student because you don't want to be that 8th person. Assault is a problem that occurs on all college campuses, and although many people believe that they will never need self-defense classes, these classes can actually enhance one's overall safety and prevent bad things from happening. That's why Baylor needs to make more of them and make them more readily available. Now, why don't people take self-defense classes? Most people believe that self-defense classes are a great idea when you talk to them. If you talk to a person on the street, they'll be like, yeah, self-defense classes are great. I would love to take a self-defense class. But most people believe that they actually would never need to know self-defense. They believe that they won't get put in that situation. A lot of the times also, people don't want to take a self-defense class because they don't want to know how to hurt others. And they believe that taking these classes will lead to that. This couldn't be further from the truth, though, because many people in college can avoid assault from knowing the basics of just self-defense. Now, many people tell themselves they won't actually need a self-defense course. They tell themselves that I'm too weak and I'm not strong enough to be in a self-defense course. That's not true either. Anyone can take a self-defense course. They tell themselves that self-defense courses don't always work. But that's also very not true because many times they help people overcome bad situations. They also tell themselves that I will never be in those said situations and that I'll never need to know the self-defense. But you never know when you can get yourself into a bad situation because you're at a party or you're out with some friends and you get left alone. You just never know what could happen to you. These types of thinking are these mental blocks that people just need to overcome to be able to go to these self-defense courses. Self-defense courses have many benefits to an individual person. Self-defense classes are mostly thought about as how to fight back, but that's not always the case. It's also about the knowledge of how to keep yourself out of bad situations. Many classes will address the knowledge of when and how to use self-defense and the physical and mental side of it. And when it does come to the physical side of it, it talks about how you must cross a certain line to protect yourself and others and where that line is. Self-defense classes can teach you what to do if you get put in bad situations that you never thought you'd be in. Think about it as if you had to solve a math problem, but you were never taught math, and you're just given a math problem, and it's going to save somebody's life. But you were never taught math. How are you supposed to do it? It's the same thing with self-defense. If you get put in a situation that you never thought would be possible, because why would that matter? But then you get put in said situation, you can't get yourself out of it if you don't know how to. And that's what the self-defense courses teach you. According to an article published this year from the Baylor Lariat, the school's official news, you have to change your way of thinking from how can I eliminate the threat to how can I do as little damage as possible but still get out safe. And that's all that self-defense courses really are supposed to teach you. Self-defense classes have many different parts to them than just hurting other people. So because there are so many benefits to a self-defense course, Baylor should make their classes more readily available. Baylor does have one section of a self-defense class, but not many people know about it. I didn't know about it until I started researching all of this. And there's not enough people wanting to do it that they can have more sections. So that's why people need to understand what a self-defense class is, and they need to make the classes more known about what they are going to include. According to a published article in 2023 from the Gibbon School of Martial Arts, it says that self-defense starts with mental strategies and tactics, and then worst case scenario escalates to physical contact. Survival of the fittest isn't about strength, but it's also about intelligence, which I really think sums up what people don't understand about self-defense courses. By Baylor making people more aware of their opportunities of self-defense courses, it can actually make our campus environment much more safe and prevent bad situations from happening. Though people believe that self-defense can be beneficial, they don't always want to attend the courses. As college students, we are susceptible to many bad situations, and self-defense classes can teach students how to stay out of these situations and to keep themselves safe. Baylor community making these classes more readily available will make the campus safety and overall community safer at Baylor.